Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ, and it's all back up. The metal posters, and of course, you know, the two tapestries I have, Slipknot and Iron Maiden, are all back up. Yesterday I took them down, only to put them back up again. This is a problem, I feel. And maybe some of you therapists out there, or doctors of some sort in terms of mental health, can help me with this. Because this is something that really bugs the shit out of me. And it makes me want to just, you know, because I'm sick and tired of it. By the way, the metal posters, all this is staying up. I'm so sick of this. So, what I do is if I'm in the mood to listen to metal, if I'm, you know, into going back into listening to the bands and artists that I enjoy in the metal department, I spend all the time I can putting up all these metal posters and rearranging shit, putting other shit like the Vocaloids up there on that wall, other posters and that butterfly girl canvas thing, just rearranging shit. I spend a lot of time doing it. And I get incredibly exhausted because it makes me sweat and stink. And yeah. Then, the next day, something sparks, and I decided, you know, take it all back down and rearrange shit again, back to where it once was. Only to repeat the cycle a million different times, and this has been going on since last year, I'd say, and early this year. It's been happening a lot this year. Yesterday, I had the metal posters all up, all this metal stuff back up. I took it all down, only to put it back up again. This is something, and it's physically exhausting for me, but I can do it. I have no problem doing it, but it's just physically exhausting, and it's aggravating the piss out of me. This is something that I call my cycle of suffering. Think about that. Yeah, that's a reference to the song Cycles of Suffering by Suffocation, track number 1 off of their 2013 album Pinnacle of Bedlam. So, these repeated cycles of just going through the motions, and it feels like as if I'm performing tasks as if I'm a mental patient, and I don't like that. I really don't. You know, just putting up all this stuff here and there, and you know, this Cannibal Corpse guitar pick sit over here in front of my only cassette tape, Hell Awaits by Slayer. And all this may not seem as difficult for some of y'all to understand, because I'm sure some of y'all have gone through your own motions, your own cycles, and I'm sure y'all can relate. But really, it is annoying, and I'm tired of being as exhausted as I get when putting up all the things, and only for it to happen twice yesterday, twice in one day. Wow. Yesterday, I had all this metal stuff up. Then I put it all away, only to put it back up again. And you wonder why I only post one video a day, because I'm busy doing this shit. Well, no more. I basically decided, you know what? This is not worth it. All this shit is staying up. Fuck you if you disagree. It's just not worth the physical torment that I go through with, rearranging all this shit. And just losing my patience. Every time I take it all down and then try to put up those 4 Lego posters back on that wall, I have to, align them to where they're absolutely straight and perfect and whatnot. And that's aggravating. That's aggravating because, the posters are torn a little bit, but especially the Laval poster. Because then, I tried to align them with basically where the wall meets the ceiling, that line, and the Mask of Light poster that would be on that wall in the center. So I try to make things as aligned as possible, and it just doesn't work. It's good enough. As for the Vocaloids, it's hard to, align those properly too. If you don't know what I'm talking about, they're just printed out pictures of, 7 Vocaloids. Well, one of them is V-Synth, but whatever. And one of them isn't Utao, whatever. Point is, I go through these cycles, and I absolutely hate it. Because of the physical torment it puts me through. I put myself through this sort of physical just torment just to get all this stuff back up, only to take it back down and rearrange shit again the next day. And then somewhere down the line, I do it all again. It's absolutely abhorrent. It's obnoxious. It's insane. No surprise there. And I'm just done with it at this point. All this stuff is staying back up. All the stuff that I've rearranged is exactly where it should be. Even the Iron Maiden thing back there. That was my dad's at one point. He basically let me have it because he has nowhere in his office to put it. So, all this stuff, even my video games, my PS2 games, are on the shelf down there on this shelf unit, so that they're easier access for me to get to when I want to play a PS2 game. Not so much when they're in this ottoman, this little black square ottoman thing from Walmart. At least I have other stuff in that to use as storage. So you get what I'm saying, right? I don't like having to go through this much trouble just to get all this stuff back up. I enjoy this stuff. I enjoy all these posters, all this metal stuff, because metal is a truly diverse form of music. There's a lot of different avenues you can go to in the realm of heavy metal. And I like this stuff. So, my favorite thrash metal band is Slayer. My favorite industrial artist is Rob Zombie. My favorite death metal band, Cannibal Corpse. My favorite black metal band, well, I don't know. It's a toss-up between Mayhem and Satanic Warmaster. One of my favorite death metal bands is Hate Eternal, but they haven't released an album in a while. My favorite German thrash metal bands are Sodom and Creator. Destruction are pretty good too. The three kings of German Teutonic thrash. And, well, Amon Amarth are probably my favorite melodic death metal band, along with At the Gates. And, of course, when it comes to, the progressive death metal, I'd say later death. And of course, you know, going back to the black metal department, you also have Behemoth as well as Belphegor. And new metal bands, I like Slipknot, I like Disturbed, I even like Korn. And System of a Down, of course. I also respect elder artists like Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, obviously, and Judas Priest. But also other artists that you don't hear much about, like Angel Witch, and Tokyo Blade, and Metal Church. Also more death metal bands like Deicide, Vital Remains, Obituary, thrash bands like Testament, Exodus, Overkill, Death Angel. You get it. There's a lot of stuff to listen to. And so I don't like having to go through all this just to get this stuff back up, as I've said. Only to take it all down and rearrange shit again. Because it's physically exhausting. It's almost like torment for me. And I just don't like going through it. So, with that being said, everything you see, all the posters back there, that Iron Maiden thing, everything staying up. Don't care what you think. It's all staying up. So, this is where I ask you, the viewer, what can I do to avoid going through all this crap again? Because I don't want to physically exhaust myself and sweat like a pig to, get all this stuff back up, only to take it back down and rearrange stuff and go through the endless cycles of suffering. I don't want to go through it again, so give me something that I can do to avoid it. Maybe I can do better things with my time, like, I don't know, listen to music, like make videos like this, or drink tea. I drink tea every day, so I also balance it with water. So, that's basically it. Now, albeit, I have put a lot of holes in my walls when putting all this stuff up and taking it back down again and rearranging shit. I have a lot of holes in my walls. Mostly microscopic holes that are the size of the needle end of one of these tacks. Yes, this is a bag of the leftover tacks that I'll probably use for more posters. So, a lot of holes. There's plenty of holes over there. There's holes all around in these walls. Very tiny ones, too. There's even holes where some nails used to be. And I know, it makes the walls look ugly. Fugly, if I may say. And, I just don't need to be doing that. So, what do you think about all this? Am I just being a little over, reactionary when it comes to this thing I do, or going through these cycles? Or is it just not that big of a deal? Or do you think there's something darker behind it? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you've ever gone through this kind of thing before, where you put posters up or you've put pictures up only to take them back down and rearrange shit again, if you've gone through the same motions that I have with other things that aren't metal posters but are like family pictures or Lego posters or what have you, let me know in the comment section below. And hopefully I can break this habit as some of you might call it. It's a habit that I need to break. No, I'm not going to sing the Breaking the Habit by Linkin Park. That's my favorite song off of Meteora, which is my favorite Linkin Park album. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. So, stay tuned for more videos. I am TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks there. Have a good fucking day, and peace.